Aha, we have our first mission from the Hermetic Society. So there's somebody who we're talking a whole lot of shit about. He is a king in what is now the UK. So it doesn't really matter if I piss him off. He's only, he's actually a petty king, which is the same as a duke in the UK, so who cares? He's not really going to matter much in my life. So let's go raid his laboratory with my apprentice. So even though most of this game is just staring at a map, it's actually quite lively. You know, I have an absurd amount of gold. Let's go ahead and use diplomacy and bribe the guards. I'm also going to use some of my money to upgrade my holdings a little bit. Alright. I'm going to search for items of value. My apprentice will just blow shit up. Cool, so I got some divine advice that can help me be a better steward. Better at stewardship. So that's basically going to determine how big my realm can be and how much tax money I get. Alright, building walls around everything is always a good idea, but it also helps you get a larger levy size and more tax income. So in the short run, I'm spending a ton of money right now, but in the long run, I'll get more tax income. And I'll get more soldiers, which is pretty important when you only have one county. Alright, so we have made it out of the laboratory. We stole some pretty much worthless stuff. We lit it on fire, and we got away with it. Cool. So from that, we got a whole bunch of points, basically. Esoteric knowledge is the name of the points you can get for this particular society, but the other ones all have different terms for the same thing. Eventually, we can rank up to an initiate. That will allow us to begin some actually pretty cool things, including brewing a potion of eudaimonia? Yeah, sure, that. Whatever that is. And that can help us cure our stress, which gives us more health. So I'm looking forward to that. So, aha, perfect. Alright, this is what I've been waiting for. So we have got a claim now. Let's see how many soldiers this guy has. Actually, before we even worry about that, let's create a claim somewhere else. Alright, we stole some technology from Rome. And this dude, he has no pacts worth anything. And he has 360 troops. I have 469A. King has come of age. He's pretty mediocre. He's also excommunicated. Jesus. Alright, well, hey, we have money. We can hire mercenaries if need be. Yep, oh my god, the king turned 16 and the next day he got excommunicated. Why does the Pope hate us so much? Well, I think I could win this war right now if I were to fight it. However, part of me wants to wait. That may seem silly, but remember, I'm building a whole bunch of walls and shit like that. This gives me 2.5% more people, basically. Because I'm building more walls in all of these different places. So that's going to help me get even more soldiers to win more easily, because to win a war, you don't just need to defeat your opponent's armies. You need to be able to actually siege out some of their cities. So I have the ability to declare war on him, probably. Oh no, I'd have to declare war on the Duke above him to be able to actually press this claim. That's unfortunate. I can't really do that. Alright, that's frustrating, so we may very well not be able to actually use this claim. Wow, there's no one near us where we can actually use this claim. Not really. Because we would have to declare war on this Duke. And the Duke has 800 men, so he has more than us, and we would also be at war with this dude, who has 300, so they've got almost 1,200 men. We are only going to have about 500. However, just to make things even more complicated, we have a ton of money, and we can hire mercenaries. So I think I'm seeing a plan come together here. Yeah, we're going to hire the smallest mercenary army we can, the cheapest one. Combine that with our own, and we should be able to win, but this is going to be risky and expensive. This is going to be a really high stakes war. In the meantime, I'm going to go to a banquet with my friend. And wait to level up in the Hermetic Society so that I can make a potion to cure my stressed trait. In the rest of the world, things look pretty much as I would expect. West Francia has expanded very aggressively. In fact, I think, yeah, they've actually reached the end of Christendom. So they're now fighting Slavic pagans, mostly. The Byzantine Empire, oh wow, the Byzantine Empire is completely fucked. Yeah, because they've got a gigantic rebellion going on. The country's really split almost exactly in two. Now, we need to save our money for those mercenaries if we want to do this. Cool, wife is pregnant again. Never hurts to have more kids. They can always die. Or they're useful to marry off. The only reason I'm hesitating is because if we end up winning this war, this Duke is going to be pissed off at us, and we can't keep our mercenaries forever. We just can't afford it. So sooner or later, we're going to end up in a situation where we have a Duke right next to us who's really pissed off. And we'll have a smaller army. It's not generally a good combination. But he doesn't have a claim on this place, so I don't know how pissed off he'd actually be. You know what? I'm going to wait for January 1st for my autosave to kick in, and then we're going to launch a massive war. I'm going to hire mercs immediately. And I think we've actually got a really good shot.